Also, Claire Oleus, who's a future guest as well as a past guest. She is your great chiropractic expert in town. Doctors of chiropractic are unique among doctors, and they're focused on finding non-drug, non-surgery options whenever possible. So call Dr. Claire Oleus, 847-888-9988. And in college, she was what? She was an outstanding athlete. She was a rower, was she not?
She was a rower.
Tough as you can
yes,
be, isn't it?
yes. She's the one. She inspires me to row. In fact, I am just meters.
The Elgin rowing team's going to be developed by you two kids?
Oh, what an idea!
Yeah.
What an idea! We need a sponsor though. The boats are expensive.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they make full-figured sculls.
You know, we're going to have little paddle boats on the Fox. I think that passed a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, little paddle boats. You can be on the Fox River, and you can get a little cardio that way because you control the boat.
I would rather row.
Well, okay. Well, you go out there and row next to them and see if you can challenge them.
Listen, thanks to Snobhound, snobhounds.com, and also Casey Tool, another weekly sponsor of ours, available through your Snap-on mobile tool distributors. And let me mention this before we go to Megan Smengi, our EBL2.
Jerry Lewis technique. Is it Smengi? Okay.
Listen, I have to tell you that next weekend, downtown Elgin will be the center of activity on July 31st and Sunday, August 1st. 4 exciting events will be presented in conjunction with each other in downtown Elgin. Art and Soul in the Fox returns with Walkabout Theater on Your Feet, Bicycles on Parade, and a brand new ambling event called Passeggiata. All in downtown Elgin next Saturday and Sunday, located in DuPage Court on South Grove Avenue in the corner of Fulton and Spring in downtown Elgin. Come see the art, stay for the stroll, step out under the stars and twinkling lights, and music and dance await you. And let me mention that I would like to welcome Megan now, EBL2, second place. She's currently in second place, and she is also an Elgin opera singer and a wonderful woman. Megan, welcome.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Megan has a twin, and her twin and I are friends. That's how I know Megan, and that's how Megan came to EBL. But what really brought you to EBL in the first place?
Well, the challenge, but definitely Carrie, because she talks so much about you. Carrie, my twin sister, talks so much about you and how wonderful you are. And so she had forwarded me the information about EBL, and since I'm here in Elgin, she said, hey, why don't you try it? And I thought, I should, because I have to do something, because I'm really tired of being this big. So, and nothing else was working that I knew of, so I thought I would give it a try, and here I am.
And so now you're down
In
15.5 pounds in 6 weeks, and then you're in second place, and your face is all beet red. So tell me something. What do you like about being part of EBL, Elgin's Biggest Loser?
It's given me the motivation to do it, because now I have to be accountable, because I have to weigh in every Wednesday, whereas in before, but I don't have to be accountable to anybody. Not that myself isn't accountable, but when you have to show up every day and kind of answer to you every day, or every week, every Wednesday.
But I'm looking over your shoulder every day.
That's something a little bit different, but now it's definitely becoming a habit. Exercising, doing the cardio 7 days a week.
Tell what you're doing.
I get on the Gazelle, which is like for those who don't know what a Gazelle is, it's like cross-country machine. And so I get up at 4 o'clock every morning to do that for 60 minutes every morning, because I can't fit it in my day any other time, because I work full-time. I have rehearsals and practices with the opera companies that I sing with, so I have to get up at 4 in the morning and do it. But I do it. I started out slow, because being big, you start exercising, that's hard. I felt like my heart was going to explode. So I did like 30 minutes.
I was going to say, what did you start out with?
I started with 30 minutes. And then every Thursday morning, after my weigh-in, the next day, that was the start of my next week, and I added 5 more minutes.
Good for you.
And the next week I added 5 more minutes and 5 more. So now I'm up to 60. I've been up to 60 minutes for about 2 weeks now. And sometimes I get on, if I do actually have time in the evening, I'll hop on it for, in between while my husband's making dinner. If there's 25 minutes there, I'll do that. Or if I can get to the Y, if I have time, I go over to the Y and work out on some of their equipment over there. It's becoming a habit now, which is good.
I think that's wonderful, and I think that you're a great addition to EBL too, because you're very upbeat when you come in, and you've been having consistent success, and I think that you're also a motivating factor to our other participants. And what diet are you following?
Nothing in specific other than low carb. Definitely low carb. Boy, that has made a difference. That has definitely made a difference.
It's amazing, isn't
Yeah.
it? When you cut out bread, what have you cut out?
I've cut out the bread. I've cut back on, well, I didn't realize how much carbs are in what I would consider healthy foods, like produce. I love fruit. I'm a fruitaholic. And like, oh my gosh, I looked at the Atkins book today for an apple, because I eat an apple a day, and there's 17 carbs in one apple. But to me, that's, as you had mentioned earlier, healthier foods. I consider, produce, and so I just watch everything, and try to moderate whatever I eat.
And stick to the lower carbohydrate, lower glycemic fruits.
It's amazing how long grocery shopping takes when you have to read the labels.
Isn't that the truth? And sometimes when you forget your glasses, you're not to that age yet. You go up to somebody else in the aisle, like, could you tell me how many carbs are in this? And they look at you and go, no, seriously. And then how much fiber? Okay, thank you. I mean, I do it all the time. What are you going to do? We had a girl in EBL who was sabotaging herself because she was so nuts about watermelon and pineapple.
Right.
And she just couldn't give them up. And she's not losing weight. It was the culprit. And then when she quit eating the watermelon and the pineapple and increased her cardio, her weight started to come down.
I haven't been eating my apples every day because I literally ate an apple a day. And I rarely went to the doctor, so I think that saying is true. But I've cut back and only eat an apple every once in a while. Allow myself that little treat. Figure it's still good for me, though. It's got a lot of fiber
And you
in
feel
it.
a lot better since you lost 15 pounds?
Yeah, I feel better. My clothes don't feel any different, though.
They do.
They don't.
Everybody's telling her how great she
I'm
looks.
still wearing the same clothes.
So is everybody else. They're just bigger. They're just a little bit bigger. Right?
Right. Soon I'll be in that box of clothes that I packed away for this day.
For frock swapping.
For frock swap. Have anything else you want to tell our listeners?
Well, I think that's pretty much it. I'm very thankful and grateful for you that you have done this, that you have come out to Elgin, and that you have given us this opportunity to learn for what's better for ourselves.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to help all of you. And one thing I do, I don't make people go on a low carb diet. I say, this is what worked for me. This is how I bent it to work for me. Pick the diet that works the best for you. You know what I mean? But I do favor low carb because it was the one and only thing in my entire life that ever worked for me. That's why I asked you, Laurie Faith, about what your idea of healthy eating was, because I am on a crusade especially with Michelle Obama, that they do have to redefine healthy eating, and they have to start including carb counts and different things for those of us who are highly carb sensitive.
The biggest thing is nutrition too. I mean, our labels are a big improvement in the past 10 years, but the difference between an organic tomato and like one you would pick up in a Wendy's salad, the taste, you can taste it's different.
Oh, sure.
The organic one is sweet and perfect and beautiful, and the Wendy's one is, it tastes almost fake, but it's still a tomato. So you have to make smarter choices on like the real fresh food to get to.
All right, 847-931-1410 is the number to call. Are we taking phone calls till this hour? You want to take
Do we
a phone
have
call?
one? Yes. Who's on the line?
Let's go ahead and say good afternoon to Mike.
I'm fine, Mike. Where are you from?